play. Do it. You ready?
Yeah. All right. Good to clap?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Clap, clap, clap.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Patreon episode of The Brian's World. I'm Brian Bowden with Frank Zero
Hey.
and Corey G.
Hey,
you have
hey.
something you have something planned for us today, Corey?
Yes, last episode you guys bragged about how you were both experts at Seinfeld.
More so Frank. I was Saved by the Bell expert.
Yeah, sure, Saved by the Bell. But
you're
you're
an
pretty
aficionado.
knowledgeable about Seinfeld is what I understood from
Yeah.
last week's episode.
Yes, I like to chalk that under useless knowledge.
So I decided to come up with questions, trivia, Seinfeld trivia,
Uh-huh.
which I didn't realize there
Oh,
actually
bingo.
is
Oh,
Seinfeld
yeah.
trivia games.
I went to a trivia night at a bar and almost screamed at a guy because halfway through they stopped doing Seinfeld trivia.
Oh, really?
And me and my friend Ed were murdered.
Oh, okay.
That would have pissed me off too.
I was fucking furious.
So, full disclosure, right? I don't know much about Seinfeld. So, I really don't know the difficulty level of these questions. So, if they're super easy,
We will let you know.
yeah, don't fucking
Yeah.
drag me over the coals.
Then
on
we
it.
can always just Google another
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, I got 20 questions.
Beautiful.
10 for each of you, no particular order. Again, I don't know the difficulty level. Who wants to go first?
You can go first. Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Go on.
I'll go first.
All right, you're going first. What song was playing when Elaine shows off her little kicks dance moves?
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know. What song was it, Frank?
It's from a different episode, but there's a possibility it was Witchy Woman.
It was not.
No, I don't know.
So far I'm doing pretty good with the difficulty
What
level
was
on
it?
my questions. Shining Star, Earth, Wind,
I
and Fire.
Oh, I don't know that song.
how I got roped into being a Seinfeld expert.
So now you don't want to play because you
No,
missed
I
the
do
first
want to
question?
play. I love the
No,
game.
when we went to Jacksonville, you and I had an exchange that was a scene of quotes from Seinfeld about how much you packed. You know the show pretty well.
When did we talk?
I said we went for.
You traveled to Jacksonville together.
you
It was
went
a
for-
nightmare.
I was like, we went for 2 days and you packed all that stuff.
You know how many doorknobs Frank touches? You know how many times Frank touches the lock on the door?
No, I don't.
It's a lot of
it's
things.
an insane amount of times.
To make sure that it's locked.
Yeah. Like he will make sure it's locked, and then if I'll go to the refrigerator to get a drink, he will then go check the door again.
Sometimes it's worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I'm undiagnosed. Like a lot of people say I have OCD, but like it actually fucks with my life sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, Frank.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'll check a door. I'll stand in front of a
It's
door,
like
lock
Alec
it,
Baldwin.
right? And I'll like lock it, jiggle the handle, take my hand off, turn the locks again, make sure they're tight, jiggle the handle. I've done it. I used to do it so much that my ex would be like, "Hey, you're fine. It's locked."
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it just doors that you do that with?
She also yelled at him for tapping a
They-
lot too.
Yeah.
It's things.
I yelled at her for yelling at him.
It's things that could cause a problem. So like
You check the stove a
the
lot.
stove, if anything like an iron or an appliance is plugged in, it's hot.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Okay.
Safety things.
All right, Frank. Here's yours.
All right.
What is George's ATM password?
Oh, it's it's the chocolate thing from the Christmas Story. It's
Right.
not Nestle or Hershey. It's the other one, Ovaltine. Ovaltine.
That is incorrect. Brian,
What?
you have a guess?
No, I don't have a guess. Frank is not a Seinfeld
Yes, I
expert.
am.
Bosco.
You're 0 for 2.
He's right. It was a chocolate syrup. It was a chocolate
All right,
syrup, but it was
Bosco.
Bosco.
Okay.
Bosco
yes.
chocolate
Those
All
are
right,
things too.
all
Yes,
right.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Brian. What is Jerry's hotel alias?
These are heavy questions.
I don't know.
I don't know that either.
Oh, we know you don't
Slappy
know.
White.
That's gotta be
Slappy
in
White.
one episode somewhere.
You know what mine is?
What?
Gordon Shumway. You know who that is?
Wait, why does
Do you
that?
know what Gordon Shumway is?
That's very familiar, but I wouldn't be able to pluck what it's from.
Gordon Shumway.
Gordon
Is
Shumway.
it the alter identity of somebody?
Yup.
Is it the Greatest American Hero?
Actually, it's not an alternative name. It's the name of Alf. It's Alf's name.
Oh, it's Alf.
On Nelman, Gordon Shumway.
Okay.
So if you ever want to know what hotel I'm staying at, ask if Gordon Shumway's staying there.
You're not supposed to share that publicly.
Yeah, right. Well, I think he's at the point now where nobody
Yeah.
wants to check into the comedy condo that Brian's
Yeah.
staying at.
Stinky.
Yeah. All right. What is TR6?
Yeah, Frank, what is TR6?
Well, maybe I picked
I
the
don't
hardest
know.
questions
TR6.
ever.
I know. Frank, what was making George Costanza thirsty?
Pretzels.
Okay.
And it was Kramer.
God damn.
Okay.
Was it?
Yeah, Kramer
All right.
originally, then they all started saying.
Okay.
TR6 is the Elaine mannequin.
Oh, the Elaine mannequin, okay.
Now he knows it. All right. What brand of tea does Jerry drink that he thinks doesn't have caffeine?
What the fuck?
Guys, I pulled these off of the internet.
These are like tiny details that are not
There
part of-
are-
that are
You
not
guys
part of
said
the-
you were fucking experts.
I didn't say I was a fucking expert.
Listen, the questions I
When did I say expert? I never said expert.
Oh my
I said I watched the show. Did I say I never said? Did I say expert?
Morning
Did I
Thunder.
say expert?
Let's.
I am great at everything.
You
and I
suck at this
said,
game.
and I said, I know,
You have a reasonable knowledge.
I
of
have a
Seinfeld.
reasonable knowledge.
Yeah.
Of
I will
Seinfeld.
say-
It's like, oh, what toe did fucking Jerry's uncle stub?
I feel like these next couple should be easy. George had what name picked out if he had a child?
George.
7.
Yes,
Yeah.
finally,
That is
Frank
right.
got
Yeah,
one right.
that's a good-
But
Okay.
that's a storyline-oriented question, I will say.
All right, who was Jerry on TV with for the puffy shirt? It's like one of the most famous episodes.
Brian Gumble?
Brian Gumble. There we go.
All right, there
okay.
you go. Now Frank's
Yes.
on the roll.
Where is Elaine from?
Baltimore.
It says Towson, Maryland, but I'll
All
give it
right.
to you.
Well, wow.
Yep.
Here we go.
Which legendary explorer does George love to brag about with his latest mishaps?
An explorer brag about with his
Yes.
late. I don't know if I understand the question.
I'm gonna go with Lois and Clark.
What legendary explorer does George brag about?
Plural one. Who was
DeSoto.
I don't
Not
know.
sound familiar?
Yeah.
No? Okay. What iconic landmark 3D masterpiece has Mr. Pitt totally obsessed over? Do you know who Mr.
Oh
Pitt
yeah, one of those magic eye paintings.
No, it's a 3D masterpiece. It's a 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3D picture.
No, it says the Empire State Building.
Maybe that's the picture in the 3D thing.
Yeah, because Mr. Pitt is obsessed with the magic eye painting
Okay.
in an episode.
How much did Kramer cash in by turning his wildlife stories into cash?
Oh.
What was the total that he got for them? Do you remember, Frank?
He sold them to Mr. Peterson, I believe.
Okay.
I don't remember the number.
700. Oh,
Oh
sorry.
no, go ahead.
$750.
I had a good question.
Okay.
Like I feel like this is a reasonable question.
Okay.
Where did Kramer and Newman drive to exchange their cans in the cans episode?
Indiana? Or Michigan?
I think it was Cleveland.
Or Montana?
Yeah, I think it was.
there is an eye. I'm pretty sure there was
Yeah,
an eye.
I think did they break down in Cleveland? But Kramer went to some state because it was like 15 cents or 10 cents.
Yeah, and they end up
Oh.
like on the way something goes
Gotcha.
awry. And they might be able to-
Awry.
Yeah.
All right. According to Jerry and Elaine, how many dates are needed before you have to break up with someone face to face? I feel like this is like a Seinfeld conversation. No, 7.
7?
Yes.
That seems like a lot.
Well, less than 7, you can do it over the phone.
I feel like you're not going to get this one. In
He
the
hasn't
episode-
gotten any of them
No,
yet.
he really hasn't.
These are hard.
In the episode The Stall, Elaine's rock climbing boyfriend, Tony,
Yeah.
dislikes what kind of sandwich?
Oh, because I know you don't like.
Doesn't know.
Can I take a guess?
Sure.
Tuna.
No.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
Remember
Frank.
Elaine was
And
supposed
John
to-
Stamos played that guy. Not John Stamos, the guy from MTV Sports. Fuck, what was his name? Doesn't matter.
Okay. What are the names of George's horses at his fictitious home in the Hamptons?
George's horse.
Right. Yeah, it's when he lies to Susan's parents and he
8
brings them to the
and 9.
Hamptons and he's telling this whole story and he's making it up and then he goes, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." And they just keep going and he says he has property and he says he has horses and I don't know what their names are.
Wow.
Snoopy and Prickly Pete. Now, mind you, before this, Frank said to us, "Oh, I was working on Seinfeld
That is
trivia
another
on the
thing.
And I
drive
fucking murdered it.
over,
That's
and I
another
murdered
thing.
it."
That is another thing.
I was
When you
listening
did
to-
Saved by the Bell trivia last week, I was completely unprepared.
Yes.
Except for the episodes on the Saved by the Bell 24/7 station that I watch when I go to bed. And I have a beef with fucking with the program scheduling of that. I think at one point, everybody, that you gotta, whoever does that needs to do it in reverse, because I keep getting like every 5 days the same episode.
Okay.
Like I keep getting the Jesse Spano Santa Barbara fucking hotel episode where she gets mad at the mom and her future stepmom and like storms off the wedding and shit. And
Oh yeah, we all remember that one.
Yeah, yeah,
and,
I know when you're talking
so then it
about.
was dating the princess. It's like I see that one all the time. I see the prank war all the time, and the college years where Zach throws the poker party. He
Okay.
tries to throw the poker party, and then
Do
he
you-
tries to get Bob Golick hooked up with an English teacher.
Do you suppose that could be, if they're cycling through in order,
Yeah.
it might just be the times of day and during the week when you happen to put it on tends to be the same times and during the week. So that
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
That's
I'm
what
on a
he's saying,
routine.
yeah,
That's exactly
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying, Frank. It's because I go to bed around the same
Yeah.
time.
But they can't do it out of order.
Well, what you could do, you can go to like Saved by the Bell, the college years, right? You go all the way up to the end, and then on the last episode, instead, like once you hit that last episode,
Yeah.
instead of going all the way back to 8th grade, just do like, all right, so you do like episode 10 of college years, and then you know what, do episode 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and then go back through to start at 8th grade.
Snake the draft.
Snake the draft.
Exactly
what I'm saying.
I was gonna say that
Snake the
myself.
draft.
You gotta snake
You gotta snake that draft, baby.
Yeah. Okay, we only got a few left here
Thank
of
God.
this awesome game. Frank, you're killing this, by the
Yeah,
way.
you're doing really good. Jesus.
In the Pony.
You're
Leroy-
as good at Seinfeld trivia as this other dude is at comedy. You know, like every once in a while you get a
In my
question
fucking
right.
defense,
Like every
remember,
once in a while he gets a question right, but for the
Hey.
most part, you're missing, baby.
for the record, we once did a Saved by the Bell trivia thing, and you had a similar complaint about some of the questions because there were things like, "What color were Zach's sneakers when he did this?" It's like,
No.
it was all
My
these
problem.
really
No.
intense questions.
No. If you go back to that episode, my problem was the fact that you used AI for the questions,
Yeah.
and the questions didn't match the episodes.
Oh yeah, no, some of them were wrong. Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, in the Pony episode, according to Jerry, what are ponies not used for?
Fuck it. And I used
What
for
are pennies
fuck.
not used
Ponies.
for?
Ponies not
Ponies.
used for it. The fact that you said pennies
That was
makes.
just said it wrong.
Oh, all right. Makes me think you're not gonna get this one.
I don't know what they're not used for.
Crowd control.
I have no fucking clue.
Again, I don't know
The pony
show.
episode, the one where he says, "I hate everyone who ever had a pony," the old lady dies.
For the amount of
I don't
Saved
know.
by the
And
Bell
then he
you
fucks up
watch,
the softball
not Saved
game?
by the Bell. For the amount of Seinfeld you watch, you should get some of these fucking questions.
Dude, these are questions that are like very like specific details, like that are
I
not
was asked the
related
same
to a
amount
story.
of specific details in my fucking.
I don't
trivia.
think you were.
Yes, I
I
was.
will fucking put together Saved by the Bell questions. The ones that I did for you, I literally was just scrolling through the phone and made up questions on the spot.
Okay.
I will put together. Again, at least I know a little bit more about Saved by
Oh,
the
it's
Bell.
totally fine. It's not your fault. I'm not complaining about any work you've done here.
Which of Kramer's friends worked in a condom factory?
Bob Sacamano?
Yes. Finally, here we go. Who died in a car accident? A character died in a car accident.
Not on the show.
On the show,
Yes,
a
in an
character,
episode, a character
in an
dies.
episode, a character died in a car accident.
Paul Walker.
No, that isn't Paul Walker.
I don't know.
I only
Gary
said that.
Fogle.
I only said that for the record because I was looking at the Paul Walker Lego Fast and the Furious.
You're not gonna get this one. What are the names of the two thugs that beat up Kramer at the AIDS walk and stole Elaine's armoire? You know it?
They were. I don't remember their names. Kramer referred to them as street toughs.
Okay.
Uh,
But they're reoccurring characters.
yeah, they were
With-
like gay Latino guys.
I have a question for you, Corey.
Yeah.
What was the name of the gang that beat up Eddie Winslow in Family Matters?
What was it?
No
It was
idea.
the Dragons.
Of
The
course.
Dragons, huh?
The Dragons.
Cedric and Bob. Cedric and
I'm
Bob.
really feeling bad about myself.
You
right
really
now.
should, especially because before we recorded, Frank,
I was like talking shit.
yeah, you really were. You like the amount of shit you talk does not.
But like with
But-
anything,
but-
there is a level of type of trivia question where it's like,
All right, I feel like the last two you're gonna
no,
get.
it's okay. I'm not. You did a great job, Corey. It's
When
perfect.
there are no egg white omelets at Reggie's, what does Jerry opt for? No.
he doesn't know. Go ahead. What's the next
Western
one?
omelet.
What's the next one?
What was the name of Kramer's idea for a cologne?
The beach.
The beach. Okay.
All right.
We ended on a bang.
That
There
was
we go.
good. That was good.
All right. I'll study on.
I've
I'll
never
redeem myself.
seen.
These are really hard
I've never
questions.
seen anybody talk so much shit.
These are really
and
hard
fucking
questions.
fail. Actually, you know what? I have seen somebody talk so much shit and fail, but they didn't realize they did it. It was that monster we talked about it. But Frank, oh my god, that was great. What baseball team did George Costanza work for?
The
Rangers.
Yankees, right?
No,
right?
the
I mean, that was
There
the
you go.
questions that I was
Yeah.
fucking reading through, and I'm like, I can't bring these to the podcast. I know the answers to it.
Yeah.
So I was skipping the shit that
No, you did perfect. You did nothing wrong. I wasn't complaining about the job you did. I was just like, man, these are not the kind of questions I was.
And for the record, I was not trying to set you up.
I know.
I
Dude,
honestly don't
everything's
know
fair.
anything about
I
the
talked
show.
a lot of shit.
Yeah,
So-
and you know what? When
It is fair.
And I will say this in your defense, Frank, even though there isn't any. It is hard when there are so many episodes. Like there's 99 episodes of Saved by the Bell.
Yes.
If you were to tell me what was the name of the colonel on the military episode,
Yep.
like that's a tough fucking question. That's
Right.
one episode.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But or like what was the name of the blind English teacher? She was only in like 2 episodes.
Okay.
And then they switched. They actually no. One was deaf. One was blind.
Yeah. Why is the school hiring these people?
Because they're tenured.
It was DEI before DEI.
Yeah, or
now
like-
the show would
Yeah, like,
cancel.
like what was the name of the oil company that was gonna drill at
Yeah.
Bayside? Like those are tough fucking
Sure,
questions.
yes.
But goddamn, I'll guide you through every one of those episodes.
Right, that's how I feel. Like I
Yeah.
can recite large chunks of those episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, it does get tough when it gets that specific.
So what you're saying is, if I hosted Seinfeld trivia at a bar, nobody would win.
People would fight.
No, it's like all right. It's like if I was like, all right, Corey, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do college mascots.
Yes.
Right, which you're probably really good at.
Yes,
Right, and I'm
yeah.
like, okay, Quinnipiac Community College.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Right. I'd be like,
Right?
who the fuck knows community
Fuck?
college
Yeah.
mascots?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. I chalk it up to a fail because of the amount of shit.
No,
I would like to
I'll
hear-
own that. I'll take that.
I would like to hear from other folks. Comment, let us know, reach out. Were those questions really tough? Or did somebody get like 15 out of the 20 right?
Yeah, and if anyone did, I want to meet you.
Yeah, I want
Like-
somebody to be like, Frank's a fucking moron. How did
Yeah.
he not know? Like, I got 15.
Yeah, I don't
right.
think anybody's saying. Well, people saying Frank's a moron. But
I mean, but for different reasons.
yeah, not has nothing to do with Saved by the
No,
Bell.
you know what I mean.
Seinfeld
But like
was
for the
like-
Seinfeld stuff,
Yeah.
you know how people get angry when, like, I do that all the time. If I'm
Yeah.
listening to a podcast and they ask a question and nobody knows the answer, I'm in the car fucking yelling like, "How do you fucking not know?"
I do that when someone on a podcast or a show or whatever just says incorrect things. It makes me fucking lose my mind.
I hope you pissed
Wait,
so
when they
many
say
people.
incorrect things or say things incorrectly?
Like incorrect facts.
Yes, yeah,
You know?
incorrect facts.
Like
yeah.
Rogan does that a lot.
Oh
And
my
it's
god,
because
does he ever? Yes.
He's misremembering another episode that he should fucking remember. He
Yes.
talked to a person for 3 hours and
Yes.
it's like, that was 2 years ago and I remember what the guy
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I totally with you on that.
Yeah.
That's funny. So
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I got.
yeah. Those are very niche.
They're a good question, but it made me feel like I need to bone up a little. I feel a little bad about myself.
Apparently, you go to
Yeah.
Seinfeld trivia at a bar, you could get beat, Frank. You're wrong.
We did good though at the bar though. I did pretty well.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I'll get them next time, you guys. I'm sorry to let everybody down.
it's all right. You let me down.
Fucking shit.
You let me down. I've been really fucking close. I don't know if you've been noticing, but every time I throw the paper,
This week?
it's been getting closer every fucking time.
No,
I like
not
that you
this
really
week.
want us to notice how good you're doing.
Not this week. That
I
one was
fucking
close.
almost hit it
That
one time.
one, that one was close. Last week you almost hit it.
No,
One
I
of them
almost,
went like right at it.
yeah. See, Frank saw it.
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Today.
Oh, I must have missed that. I
And
must have missed
that last one was very close as well.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I throw paper at the
Camera.
at the camera.
And I will tell you that there are like 12 pieces of paper that he's thrown in the past 2 weeks, and he
Yeah.
still hasn't hit this fucking camera.
It looks
I
like a
know.
frustrated novelist.
I know. Well, now I'm just crumpling up the conversation that I had with the monster when I was giving him advice
Yeah.
that he completely fucking ignored.
Yes.
And now, watch. I'm gonna throw this one and hit the camera.
You will not hit the camera.
That was fucking close. I mean, you can't even, like that. That was so close.
That
You
wasn't
all-
that close.
That was close enough to where Corey couldn't fucking say shit because I watched him try, and it was so close he held
From
back.
my angle, it looked like
Yeah.
it wasn't close
Yeah.
at all.
Don't worry about your fucking angle.
But my angle's
Don't
not.
worry, it's not. You're not the angle.
Relative
Corey
time.
fucking was
Yeah.
gonna say shit, and it was close enough to where he didn't. That is the
Yeah.
fucking.
I was gonna
point.
wait until it was completely by. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you saw how close it was, and then you didn't.
Again, I've seen you come close a couple times. You still haven't hit that fucking thing. So.
I've come close enough. I was gonna look for other things that we have.
Okay. I don't know what others
Like possessions?
What?
What do you mean that we have?
Like
Oh,
in
so
the
this is-
notes.
Yeah,
that
just
you
things
wanna
to talk about. Notes. You
Oh.
know,
Yeah, I was
like
looking at 'em
the
earlier.
fucking
Oh,
Seinfeld
I
trivia was
got
a
it.
complete failure.
So I do have to.
I like boneless wings, Corey.
Oh wait. Yes.
Oh, I'm fucking doing that.
You want to get into
I'll
that?
fucking argue about wings, yeah.
Well, he says boneless. Are you a bone-in wing
Yes.
person?
Actually, Corey, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How many chicken wings do you think you could eat in 2 minutes?
2
Six.
minutes, huh?
What?
Six?
Six?
Probably 6.
That's a lot, I think. Right?
No. How many? I was gonna see if because we still haven't done the chicken wing challenge.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I could maybe eat 6.
All right,
I'm
so-
not a big eater.
Okay, Frank, look up the chicken wing challenge.
What kind of wings are we? Because some chicken wings are like smaller and some are like bigger and fatter. Like what kind are we talking?
Yeah.
We're talking fucking bar chicken wing. When
Yeah,
you go to
I'm thinking of a bar
Applebee's
chicken wings.
and you order chicken wings,
Not
you
the
get
big fat ones. Yeah.
the
Okay,
regular,
like the regular
fucking
Yeah,
chicken
yeah.
wings.
Okay.
I think maybe 6.
I think you can do more than 6.
I don't think I would want.
But
to do
here's
more
the
than
deal.
6.
Ryan fucking Lochte
Yes, I remember this.
and
yeah.
his fucking Olympian buddies ate 36 wings, and Frank's looking up the time and how many they did it.
And how many guys was it?
There was 4 of them.
And they only ate 36 wings?
That's what I'm saying. I think Frank and me could have beaten them, like just the 2 of us.
Right.
If we had you.
Yeah,
And
I'm
they weren't
not.
taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not adding a lot to that. I'm
Yeah, but they're
sorry,
also
guys.
fucking Olympians, and fucking Matt Stoney was fucking killing himself trying to fucking win.
Oh yeah, he fucking murdered it.
So how long was the time?
I'm checking right
God
now.
damn it.
Matt Stoney. So it was what, four against 1?
Yeah.
4 against 1. He ate 53 wings on his own, and the Olympians only did 36.
And how much time?
Don't say.
You make me want to bang my head against the wall, but only if there was a nail.
It's because I'm looking something up, and it's it doesn't say the fucking time.
They didn't have like a time limit on
But
it?
it was a short amount of time. It wasn't 10 minutes, right? It was like 5 minutes, maybe. Or,
It was like 2 to 5, somewhere
Okay.
between 2 to
Yeah.
5.
yeah, it wasn't a long period of time.
Yeah. So would you do that? Would you eat chicken wings with us?
As long as the caveat was you're not expecting me to eat a lot of chicken wings.
Just you have to take it seriously and eat as many as you can.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
wouldn't do
This
that.
can't
then.
be fucking Corey casually eating.
But if we
Yeah,
did-
that's what it would be. It would be Corey
No.
casually
But if we
eating
did
wings.
if it was only like 3 minutes,
Yeah.
then you could slam as many as humanly possible in 3 minutes. It's not going to be so much to make you sick.
No,
You know what I
I don't
mean?
want to do that.
And I honestly don't know if we'd even hit 10 wings.
I don't want
to.
to. I don't want to slam a bunch of chicken wings down.
Why?
I don't want to slam. I don't want to eat anything in excess like that. I'm all set.
But it's
Yeah.
to beat Olympians.
But what if?
If
you wanna
we
know
were
how good you
actually
are?
competing against Olympians, where they were across from us, that would be one thing.
Well, they're not going to get across from us until we know how fucking much we could do. We need to
3
put our
minutes it was.
It
3
was
minutes.
3 minutes.
So we need to put our dick on the table first
Yep.
to say this is what we did.
Yes.
Fuck you, Ryan Lochte.
Okay, so here's what I would suggest then. You two eat wings for 3 minutes.
Uh-huh.
If you're within a handful, you could count me
Well,
in.
how much
I
is a
can help.
handful to you? A handful is different to everyone.
Again, I could get, if we were really competing,
10?
4 to 10 if I was super motivated. If you really needed me to get to
So
10.
if Frank and me together can eat 24 chicken wings.
Yeah,
in
24?
You got to beat them. They have 36.
You said if we get within 10,
The
then you
Olympians
would
did
do it.
12
Right.
each.
24
Basically.
is 12 away.
Can you
You're doing
just
high
eat
math over here.
20 chicken wings?
No, I cannot eat 20 chicken wings.
If any of us did 13 wings, we beat the Olympians.
But we have to eat. So
Because
Each
they
of
averaged,
us.
they averaged 12 apiece.
all right. So
'Cause
can
it was
you,
a team
can
of
you
three.
eat 12?
Each? No, I can't
You
eat
can't
12.
eat 12
No,
wings?
no way am I
Not
eating
even
12
like
chicken
just around the bone. Just suck it off the bone.
No, probably not.
You just don't want to do
Yeah,
it.
you just don't want to.
No.
You're fucking. Your
You could totally do it.
your
No.
body only does 10% of what the mind can do.
No.
You
Again,
need a fucking life coach in your
I'm not a big eater. I don't eat.
It's
a
not
lot.
about eating, it's about being better.
It's about winning.
Yeah,
It's about being
fuck
as
it.
good as the Olympians.
I don't. No part of my life have I ever been like, motherfucker, I can eat more than you. Never.
But they're
I-
Olympians.
Frank's
That's
gonna
better.
eat fucking ice cream.
Yeah, but they're not Olympians at eating.
No, they're not Olympians.
Right. So what's the glory? And hey, yeah, you know what I do better than somebody who's super fit? Eat more than them. Well, yeah, no shit. They're super fit.
That's
So what
fair
you're saying
point.
is we need to learn how to swim?
Yeah,
We're
yes,
not doing that, Corey.
Yeah, that'd be Ryan Lochte in a swimming contest.
That's a pointless thing to do.
No, but let's make it something athletic where it's like, hey, I can
No.
beat him in something athletic, not something that goes against everything he trains for.
All right, here's a
I
list.
bet he eats a lot
Here's a
of
list
protein.
of things I am 100% confident I can beat Ryan Lochte.
Yes, what are they?
Jenga, number one.
Jenga. You think you can beat him in
I can
Jenga?
beat him in Jenga.
Okay.
I can beat him in darts.
Okay.
I can whoop his ass in fucking ping pong.
I don't know. Those Olympic Village people, man.
And his arms are probably.
He
fucking
didn't
gigantic.
go to the Olympics for ping pong.
I'm just
He
saying.
didn't go there for
all they
ping
do
pong.
is sit around and fuck. They just
I bet-
swimmers.
That is what they do. They sit around and fuck. They do.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of fucking
Yeah.
at the goddamn Olympics.
But I
And a
bet
lot of
that
ping
guy,
pong.
his reach is so much he wouldn't even have to move to play ping pong.
Yeah. I would be a little concerned with ping pong.
I would beat Ryan Lochte in ping pong. You've
Okay.
never seen me play ping pong.
I haven't.
When was the
No.
last time you played ping pong?
November.
Okay. When was the last time prior to that?
I don't know.
Like, what do you average, like twice a year, maybe?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I went to level 99.
Yeah.
You know the like escape room thing.
Yeah. They got ping pong.
No, they don't have ping pong, but they make you do like all these physical things. I thought I was gonna be all right in there. Holy fuck, that thing is. They had one where I had to like swing across on monkey bars across the room, hit this light without coming down. I had to like kick my foot up, hit this light,
What the fuck?
and then swing back to another spot and hit another light.
I wouldn't even attempt
I
that.
like that in theory that it's like these physical like obstacles.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
in practice, I think I'd be in there like, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't. That sounds horrible.
Oh man, they had another one where
I
you
got
had
my
to-
son a gift card to that place.
I had to grab a hand of this bar, and with two hands I had to swing across an I-beam, a steel I-beam on this bar all the way across the room, but the bar was tilted up. So you had to run with this handle and like push hard enough to roll up this I-beam and then drop onto a platform. Yeah.
This sounds horrible.
This sounds really bad.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds great for the kids.
Yeah,
Like, the
another
kids
one
are
we
fun.
had a ninja rope with 3 islands in this room. You had to swing on this rope and land on this little island.
I thought you.
What did you picture in your head?
The N-word rope.
No, ninja rope. I had a ninja rope.
The way you said it.
And it was I'm not using a derogatory term, it was the ninja dojo or something is what the room
You
was
can
called.
say ninja.
What happens if you fall off the platform?
Then you get kicked out of the room.
But what do you land on? How
You
high is it?
land, no, you land on a mat. It's
fine.
like
It's
6
just like
inches.
a- oh, it's
6
little.
inches
That's
over.
a fire.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know if it was like a foam pit or if
No,
it's like a,
no,
you know,
no,
if
no,
you're
no,
falling
no.
a few feet, you know.
No, you're not falling a few feet. You're
Yeah, I saw
literally
that
just-
place. It looked like just different rooms with different challenges
Yes,
in them.
yes.
I saw one with a balance beam. I thought I might be all right at that, but other than that, like swinging, grabbing, holding on, fuck that.
Upper body strength.
I'm
things
not
can be
doing
tough.
any of that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not-
I'm a pretty strong
Ryan
guy.
Lochte would beat me at that. That wasn't on my list.
Yeah, I'm a pretty strong guy. I was like,
Monopoly.
fuck. They didn't have Monopoly at level 99, oddly enough.
They should.
It would take days.
I'd fuck Ryan Lochte up in Monopoly.
Yeah, okay. And chicken wings. You think you, all right, so they average 12. You think you could eat more than 12 chicken wings in 3 minutes?
Easy.
Easy? I don't know if it'd be easy. I think if we get 12 in 3 minutes, it would be hard to break. Like, we might do 13.
The hardest part would be taking the chicken off the bone.
There's techniques for that with
Yeah.
your hands.
It would just be a pinch, pull, suck, pinch, pull, suck.
That's what she said.
Yeah, pinch it, pull,
With
and
the
suck.
drumsticks, have you seen the thing where you mash it down?
Yeah, mash the drumstick down. This would not be for the
Like,
faint
if
of
this was
heart.
a drumstick,
Yeah.
you like kind of mash it down through your hand so it just smushes all the meat to the top and then you just.
Yeah, see, I'm not doing that. I'm not participating in that activity.
Why does that bother you?
I'm
Yeah,
not.
what the fuck
You're
is
acting
wrong?
like we just
why
asked you
did
to eat a booger or
I'm
something.
not.
I
I'm
know.
not doing that. I'm not squeezing my food through my hand and then eating it. That is.
It's like we
absolutely
fucking put him on a plane
fucking
and we're a
disgusting.
mile in the sky and he's about to jump out. He's going,
No,
I'm not doing that.
No
I
fucking
mean, I
way.
guess. It's not like we prepped for this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am not doing that.
But like, all right, I think it's interesting that you're so opposed to it. Like, what's the feeling you have about it that bothers
I don't
you?
want to mush my food through my hand and then eat it.
It's
But
not like
you're not-
mushy,
and
it's
not
just
food.
pushed
It's
off
a
the
challenge.
You're squeezing your food through your
It's the
hand.
equivalent of like pulled chicken.
No, it's the equivalent of a toothpaste thing that you're squeezing up and grabbing
But
the
it's not
toothpaste and then
pasty.
shoving it in your
That
gullet.
would be.
Are
that
you
would be
imagining
disgusting
like
toothpaste.
gross, like pureed food coming out of the top of
No,
your
but
hand?
it's your slimy chicken that comes up and then
Are you a germaphobe?
like you're putting your fucking hand all over your food. That's disgusting. No, I'm not doing that. No fucking way.
But you wash your hands first.
Yeah.
No.
But you.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you can't see!
Oh
I
my
can't
god. Oh my
see!
god. I can't even like.
But
How
Why
do
are you
not
hiding?
understand
You're
this?
hiding
How do
your
you not
face.
understand this? This is awful, guys.
But
This
if
is
your hands are clean,
horrible.
what difference does it make?
it makes a huge difference. You're still. Oh,
How do you feel about ice cream? Holding ice cream in a cone and drips on your finger.
I get a little frustrated with that.
How about this? Imagine you have a chicken wing or any food item, right?
Yes.
And instead of just biting it, right, you like peel the meat off with your fingers and eat it.
I would not do that. I would not do
Is it
that.
because it would gross you out?
I wouldn't grab my food like that with my hands. I mean, if it's a French fry, it's one thing,
What the fuck are you talking
but to
about?
just like, no, I'm not doing
What
that.
about if you're holding a hot dog? Sometimes you have to hold that with like more than just your fingertips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're
How
not.
do you do the
you're not
999
ripping the
challenge?
hot dog apart
But
and
your
shoving
hand,
it in your mouth.
hand germs are still all over it.
Yeah, but I'm not taking the hot dog. I have an issue maybe with manhandling my food where I'm going to take the hot dog and I'm going to snap a piece of the hot dog off and then I'm going to gnaw on it like a fucking caveman. No! Some class. Jesus
It has
Christ.
nothing to do with class. You have a mental
you just-
condition. I guess.
Yeah, you get skeeved out with
Yeah,
your hands touching
you might
food.
have a little situation.
I just don't. No, I don't know what I
Nothing
don't
wrong
like.
Would
with
you
it.
ever eat beefaroni? Well, all right. Let me rephrase. I know the answer is no, you wouldn't. I want to know what it would take for you to eat beefaroni with just your hands.
No,
Like
I'm not.
a can of beefaroni, just your hands, scoop it in,
No.
eating it. How
no,
much?
No.
No, there's gotta be- everybody's got a
Everybody
price.
has a price. Yeah, it'd be $1 million. It would be $1 million.
I would do
Yeah,
it for
probably
25
$25.
bucks.
I do it for 10.
25. Yeah.
You
I
do
tell
it
you what,
anyway.
give me a can of beefaroni.
No.
All right, what about this, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
There's a bowl of nuts, right?
Yeah.
Do you take a handful of nuts and then just kind of like eat them?
A handful, like a fucking handful.
I don't mean like as many as you possibly can. I just
okay.
mean like a
Yeah,
sufficient
yeah.
amount to hold
Of
in your
course,
hand
yes,
like this.
yes.
And then like you'll maybe sit there and like
Yes,
eat them.
yeah,
Like whatever.
That's civilized. That's how you eat
All right,
nuts. Yeah.
but
you
your
don't
hands-
grab your fucking chicken and rip it apart and then shove it in your face.
So it's not It's not that you're freaked out because it's all over your hand. It's
Right.
more just the act of the ripping it.
Yeah, the savagery in which
So
you
it's
eat,
not the
like,
germ.
Yeah, like be
Do you eat
civilized.
crab legs?
I do. Yeah.
How do you
I
feel
don't.
about that?
I don't mind.
Does he have a
cracking-
tool?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about lobster?
yeah.
Give
You rip
ribs?
the fucking tail off?
Not so much.
Have
You
you at the
prefer to
frame?
have it brought to me ready. Yeah.
You don't like to.
Brought to me ready.
Yeah. You
Well,
know,
that-
when they,
well, that's
when
how I like my lobster prepared as well.
Oh, but you
ready.
want it deshelled.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
they
you don't
crack
want
the
it-
tail open for you and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
prefer
Oh, I
that.
like doing it myself.
No, I like a place where they bring you fucking gloves and
No,
tools.
no.
Yeah,
I don't
here's
want
a
to
fucking
wear.
toolbox.
I don't want to wear a raincoat to have my dinner. I'm all set with the
All right.
fucking poncho.
Coiled like Gordon Fish.
Yeah.
Eating chicken wings.
You might just need to give it a shot and realize it's not a big deal, man.
No, I'm not doing that.
Alright, so Corey's out of the chicken
It's
wing.
like a whole new
No.
side of Corey. I love
No, I'm
this.
not doing that, Frank.
All right, that's fair.
Very good. Do you guys have anything else for the people?
April 12th, I'll be at Chunky's in Manchester. You want to come see a show? Check out CoreyGComedy.com.
I'm good.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate you. We love you, and we hope you have a good week. We'll see you next time.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Shit.
Fucking
Look at
beautiful.
all these fucking things.
I hate to
Where are you
record
today?
screw. We are going to Italy and Boston.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know there was one in Boston.
There is one in Boston.
Where?
What the fuck is it?
At the Prudential Center?
Oh,
Wait, we have
what
2
the
o'clock
fuck is it?
reservations.
It's like a
Italian market restaurant
it's
type
an Italian
thing.
market with like market